Thank you so much for this great question. My name is Katsimpiri, and I'm the owner of VTranslations, certified translation specialist based in Athens, Greece since 2011. So the challenges and the crisis, definitely they have affected our business as well, plus our everyday life. Even though I can say right now the translation industry and language services industry is one among the 10th, if we can say worldwide, that they see a rise even during economic, financial, or even general crisis like the one that we've been living recently in our country and, of course, all over the world. So definitely, I can describe at least two of the main challenges we had to face as a business. First of all, because of the premises of our businesses are based in the center of Athens and the lack of traffic because of the lockdown, the pandemic, we had, if we can say, loss of 50%, even if not more of that, of the clients that they used to come in person to our premises. So definitely one of the main challenges that we had to face was how to balance the lack of those clients visiting in person our business in the center of Athens and turn that loss into a profit by establishing new collaborations, as you very cleverly ask in your question. So definitely, yes, we had to turn everything online. Also our collaborations, so as to fill in that gap, if we can say, of the clients that used to come to our office in person. So one of the main challenges was to turn everything online in terms of getting clients online, and of course to fill the gap of the loss in our profit, and by establishing new collaborations, online collaborations with businesses, and turn the B2C model of our business into 100% B2B business model. The second challenge, of course, I assume that most of the businesses had to face, was how to turn everything online in terms of our processes and the way we had been working so far with our team. So that comes as an answer to your second question better, but definitely to sum up the two of the challenges was how to fill the gap of the clients that we lost because of the pandemic, due to the lack of traffic in the center of Athens, and the fact that we had to turn the business model into more B2B rather than B2C, and turn to creating new collaborations with businesses and other businesses online. And the second biggest challenge was actually to turn everything online from our processes. The tools that I can tell, most of them were online in any case, but also the coordination of the team and the way that we have been working so far in our business. And then comes your second question, if we can say here. So, new technology, yes, definitely. The use of new and advanced technologies, teleconferences, remote working, have shaped the new era, both in the multilingual translation and language services industry as well. Even though, as I've previously mentioned, our industry and our profession is one of those that they can, if we can say, perform 100% successfully online and remotely. So yes, we had to change things. We had to adapt our processes and the way that we had been working so far to the new era, having a lot of Zoom calls every day to actually replace the actual live meetings and maybe calls that we used to have in our premises. So yes, definitely that has affected the way that we have been contacting with our team and our collaborators so far. But apart from that, the quality standards that you mentioned in your question, I assume that applies to our international industry, not only my business, have not been affected at all, because we are lucky enough, we can say, in our industry, in our profession, to be able to reassure high quality standards and the quality of our work online so far. The tools that we have been working with, like translation tools or even quality assurance tools, all of them have been, we have been working with all of them online so far. So definitely, I don't think that anyone in our industry has been affected in such a way so as to lower the standards of quality. I would say that it was a motive, that the crisis, to actually invest even more to more remote, if we can say, ways of working and collaborating with our teams. But definitely because of the fact that our team is based all over the world, both our linguists and the people that we are working with, plus our clients. We serve clients all over the world, like Canada, US, UK, even Africa or Asia. So definitely the way that we have been working so far, in order to be able to meet the high standards of our quality, definitely have not been affected at all because of the way that we have been working so far, and because of the fact that both our team members and our clients are based all over the world. So global trends in translation and technology, I would say they remain the same when it comes to translation itself. We have been using CAT tools and also translation tools and quality assurance tools so far, as well. Our invoicing and project management system always has been online as well. The only thing I could add as a result of the pandemic would be the fact that the interpreting sector has been affected even more because of the lack of live presence. So interpreters, they had to be trained to online tools to actually perform their services, provide their services online, and that, I assume, even if I'm not an interpreter myself, has affected the way that interpreters have been working so far. So yes, many interpreters have lost their work because of lack of conferences and live events, but very fast this was replaced with online events and remote events, and that was the result of creating new tools so as to reassure the high quality of interpreting services themselves. And also many interpreters worldwide, they had to be trained very fast, very quick, so as to be able to actually perform and provide their services with high quality by using those new tools and new technology, and actually to be able to provide their services, which for me, that was the main goal, and it was 100% achieved, because nowadays, like in less than 2 years, more and more online events, online conferences, exhibitions have been taking place all over the world, and our interpreters are very happy to be able to provide their services even remotely nowadays, knowing that cannot replace the live presence, but definitely being able to provide successfully 100% your services, even if it's not live but remotely, I assume that gives a pleasure and satisfaction to our interpreters worldwide as well. So thank you for that question. Then comes the last one. And I would really like to thank you for that question. When I saw the third and last question of yours, I was very positively surprised, because I didn't expect that you would find in my service and the translation company website content, the actual mentoring service that I have added. And I can say that the pandemic and the crisis that we all of us had to face the last 2 years definitely was, if we can say, motivation to actually create my second business, which is an online business coaching business and company. Thank you so much for that question and giving me the chance to talk about a company and a project of mine that I feel very proud of it. It's the first comprehensive results-oriented business mentoring program for translators. It's the first all over the world that has been created so far, and we can say it's a bit innovative the way that I've been working with. It's an online business, and my main clients are other colleagues from all all over the world, literally from all over the world, from Australia, US, Canada, Latin America, Africa, and all over the European market. Colleagues of mine, language professionals, translators, and interpreters, they trust me so as to help them become established, to help them create their business or actually become established in the language industry, in the translation industry. I help through this mentoring program, since I've been helping since 2016, other colleagues from all over the world to build profitable translation businesses, to actually get into the translation business if they are starting out translators, or actually expand their services into new markets if they are already some years in the business. My main, if we can say, reason that actually created a business and started mentoring other colleagues was actually the fact that I really wanted to become the person that I didn't have when I started out as a translator. That is more than 15 years ago. It's a shame, it's a pity if we can say that starting out translators, even nowadays, they face the same challenges and problems that we used to face as starting out translators even 15 or 20 years ago. So they do not know how to write a CV as translators, how to find their first clients, or how to become and position themselves as the go-to expert in the translation industry. That was my main motivation, if we can say, the reason why I started mentoring. Initially voluntary, other colleagues. I created for the Greek Association of Certified Translators here in Greece the first voluntary program for translators, mentoring program. And recently, I feel very proud for having established my own business coaching business that actually serves other colleagues from all over the world. It was a dream to come true, and I'm really proud because of the results that the people they work with my programs they get. And thank you so much for giving me the chance to actually talk about this program. It's unique. It's the first business mentoring program for translators and interpreters. Actually, it's a part of my PhD right now, research. The fact that I'm focusing my research on actually business performance of translators and interpreters. So thank you once again for having me here, for giving me the chance to contribute to the British Hellenic Chamber of Commerce newsletter. And I'm really happy to answer even more questions. So you can find me at VTranslations.gr or vmentoring.com, and I would be happy to answer any more questions that you might have, or just to meet each other. So thank you so much.